let's continue the discourse on using certain words like explain. I just discovered something. I will use, let me go for green or red. Okay, red is okay. It says explain. Explain. You can see that on the screen. Explain. This is, now you're gonna give what? A bit more detail and clarity, right? You understand this one, yeah? So, in this, when you're asked to explain, you're going to give a bit more detail and clarity. In other words, make it clear. So I will ask the same question now. Explain why it's important to do an initial assessment. Here we go. It's the same question we had at first. Now here, we're being asked to explain, not to identify, not to list. Now in the explanation, the way you start writing this, you must first of all identify. You say initial assessment. You underline that. That's my style, and I think it's good. You underline the word initial assessment. Then the next line, define what initial assessment is. You say initial assessment, this is a testing or a set of questioning that is given to a candidate at the beginning of a course, normally at enrollment. It could involve diagnostic sessions on mathematics, maybe English, communication, etc., and also the discipline in which they're coming into. And also there you include identifying their learning style. So it's a number of things you're going to be looking at. The purpose of assessment now, can you see that you're explaining? You've defined, you begin to give the features, characteristics. Now the purpose of doing this is to identify where the candidate is at when they join the course. The reason for this is that we want to know how to serve the candidate better by providing the appropriate level of materials, maybe signposting them at the appropriate level of the course for enrollment. Rather than going to level 5, they should go to level 4, or instead of going to level 5, they should go to a higher one because their knowledge is higher than what they're asking for. So we are talking about initial assessment. This way, we can now serve our candidates better with information they provide to us. And this is obtained at initial assessment. Therefore, this foundation tells me why it's important to do an initial assessment. In summary, now begin to summarize. I can do that. I've been asked to explain. I can in summary, to find the level at which the candidates are at now, to help them go at the right level on the course. Number 2, to help the tutor plan an inclusive learning. Number 3, or number 4, to be able to identify the learning style of the candidate so that each lesson, when it's prepared, is differentiated according to the learner needs. Thank you very much. So that way, you have tackled a question that asks you to explain. So now, in that way,